The fastest way to change the rear wheel bearing hub on a Vette, these are the main tools you're going to need. Power handle, 33mm. You will need your Torx, 55. But these are the basic tools that's going to be needed, and of course a puller. So the fastest way to remove your wheel bearing is by, first of all, removing your brake caliper. Disconnect the sensor right here. You will disconnect this. We'll this bolt back here, this one here, hope you can see this. This has to be removed to drop this whole thing down. 3 of these Torx to remove, and as you can see, there's not much clearance here. It's pretty tight. So first thing first, you will remove this knot, so you will be able to pull this out. I have already removed the 2 bolts that holds this caliper, and I tied this okay, it's off. And one of the things you want to keep in mind, actually this needs to be cleaned before it's reinstalled, but you want to put a rag over your caliper so you don't scratch it up. You don't want to stress this line out. So I tied this out of the way. With the caliper out of the way, there's access, and hope you can see this here. So here I go. Okay, it's time to remove the shock. I have already removed the nut, so time to remove this bolt to drop this frame. Alright, the shock is out of the way. I'm trying to show this bolt here that's almost completely off, so we have to stop right there until this ball joint is dropped down. Okay, so in order for this to drop, stabilizer link has to be disconnected. So I'm going to unbolt this thing and disconnect it. The stabilizer link has been disconnected from the stabilizer bar. I can now go forward with trying to drop the ball joint down. After several tries, it did come down. Once you hit it here, it will just come straight down and not mark it up like I just did. And so we're gonna start by putting this on here. So I need to pause and use both hands. And so the pulley now is going to do the rest of the job. So all right, there you got it. It's out. You ready to do some little housekeeping here? Time to snug those bolts here. 3 of them. And once they are snug, then snug it. The nut goes on with Loctite, and you're good to go with the rest. Okay. Check the back. Okay, good, good. We're looking good. All right. Time to do the final torque. What I do is I use some Loctite. That's all she wrote. And then I will finalize torquing the 3 bolts at the back.